Hey everyone, Brando here.
And Mike.
And we host the Game Addicts Podcast.
A show about modern and retro video games.
That we play and collect.
Now, here's some vital information.
Our podcast is found on podcast services around the globe, such as iTunes,
Podbean,
Stitcher Radio,
and YouTube.
Check us out every Thursday for a new episode.
But wait, there's more.
If you pledge to the Journey to Comics Network Patreon, you get early access to the audio version of the show up to a week early.
So what are you waiting for?
It's time to level up and check out the Game Addicts Podcast today. The following is a Journey to Comics Network production.
Hi. Welcome to Butt Stuff. I'm Kate. We just ate generic Lunchables, and they were awesome.
But they're also making us burp a lot.
Yeah, well, that could be the water I chugged to clear my mouth of Cracker Bits, so.
Mine's probably the Coke right here.
I haven't had vanilla Coke in, like, forever.
You want a sip of it?
I do.
I almost never finish them.
I haven't had Coke in a while in general, but...
Yeah, I'm not a big Coke fan. Just every
Since we got married, it's been, like, Pepsi, because that's what Brandon likes, and I'm just like, okay. But every now and then, it's like, Pepsi gets too sweet, and I have to switch to Coke for a little while, and then back to Pepsi.
I like Sprite sometimes.
I do like Sprite.
Sprite's always good.
Yeah.
Like you have a bad day and you're just Sprite. Or Oreos. Not together, because that just makes your day worse.
I totally used to eat crackers dipped in milk.
Holy shit.
Yeah, no, that's good. Like Townhouse crackers. Yeah.
I'll have to try it, but I don't feel very enthusiastic about it.
I really don't understand how I got on that. But I've done it since I was really little.
When I was a kid, I used to like to make just cheese sandwiches with ketchup on them.
I would do cheese sandwiches with pickle.
Nasty. Well,
on like white bread.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The old Wonder Bread.
Yeah, or,
whatever the
Sunbeam, because that's what my parents bought.
Whatever was on sale in his white. That was it. But
it's basically still what we buy for Brandon, because he's not a grown-up with his bread. Though I did today, I had a grilled cheese on white bread. And it was really good.
I don't think I've bought white bread. Actually, I don't think I've ever personally bought white bread.
Oh.
I buy a fan of it.
Brownberry oat nut. It's good and hearty. Seeds in it and stuff. It's good.
I just get whatever wheat bread is on sale, but I don't really eat a lot of
I don't like
bread.
the soft bread, like the air breads.
Yeah,
I'm not a real big fan of those. I like denser bread.
I do too.
I am a
almost
bread
never buy
connoisseur.
bread for myself. I'm good. Speaking of vibrating phones.
Right. That was someone that I sold something to like forever ago asking me a question about the product that I sold her. Yeah. And it always, it's like in mom groups, everything's like, hey girl. And I'm just like not that kind. I'm not like that at all. I don't go up to people, hey girl. You know? Because that's just not how we are.
No.
There's nothing wrong with it. It's just
it's
overly
weird.
Peppy.
I just think it's a little weird.
Yeah.
Anytime someone's like that with me, I'm like, hi.
I wish that you could see her eyebrows. They were so expressive.
And it's actually, that's the face I actually make, because I have just felt myself do it, and I'm like, oh, fuck.
You have, like, really good Disney villain eyebrows. Yeah, like
And I think the red really can set it off.
Yes. If you had an aura of, like, lime green, I would, you are Cersei Lannister / Maleficent.
Fucking Cersei Lannister. I think I sent you that screenshot. It was
Yes.
a totally new fucking test. Not anything, not even the same fucking website. Cersei.
Yep. Every, like, who is your, Game of Thrones twin or whatever says Cersei for Joanna, and it's very strange.
Yeah. Though, I will say there's some parts of her personality I like. I hate her.
Yes.
But some of the stuff she does, I could see myself doing in her shoes. I think you know which part I'm talking about. I'm trying to not spoil anybody on.
I
if
mean,
they haven't
we're
seen
like
it.
6 seasons in, and if you're just now getting spoilers, that's your own fault. Why did you wait so long? So go ahead, because I don't.
Oh God,
I'm
I
like,
haven't even.
I'm too high to like think about too much into Game of Thrones. I'm
I
like,
am too.
lots of things have happened. She's killed a lot of people.
It was in season 7. It was in the latest season. What was that Dornish lady's name?
Lady Olenna.
Yeah, when
She was badass.
when she puts her daughter and her chains them up. It's like you're gonna watch your daughter die, and then you're gonna stay. And
Oh,
watch
no.
her rot.
That's, Illyri. No.
I can see her face,
I would-
but I'm too high to think of her name.
Lady Olenna was Lady Marjorie's grandma, not the Dornish woman.
you know who-
I know who you're. Yes.
Like, in her shoes, I would fucking do that too. I really would.
I mean, yeah. That's an understandable one because like they killed her daughter, so that's
Yeah.
like eye for an eye.
So, some things in her personality, I see it. Most of it, I kind of just want to punch her in the face. And I really hate her
Like
hair
to punch her
color.
in the tit.
Her hair color is awful. It's
It really
straight
is.
up. It's not even like blonde. It's just straight up yellow.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
Like lay off the bleach, please.
Yeah, just stop.
The like drugstore bleach. It's so bad. Oh, there's that Coke again.
Yeah. I'm kind of feeling it the more I keep rocking back and forth. So it's not
Working those bubbles around.
I bet I sound really weird. Just
You go in and out. Hello. I ran into the microphone.
sorry.
Oh, I'm dying. Legitimately. Okay,
All right.
so we've been meaning to do this one for a while. This is the vibrator episode. And I'm not entirely... We have no idea what the format's going to be, but we're going to talk about our vibrators, of which I seem to have way more than Joanna. So,
That are not broken either.
yeah. Well, I mean, there have been many before this that have broken. But now I invest in quality products. So, with, discount coupons for Adam and Eve that make everything... Like, you can sign up with multiple emails and get your first product for half off. So...
I need to get on that.
Yeah, or, Amazon. Because, Amazon's good for everything.
I have a few on the wish list.
Mm-hmm.
There's a triple threat one on there, and I'm kind of
Oh.
intrigued by it.
I've always wanted one of those.
Yeah. It
'Cause-
kind of, it looks a little weird. It's purple,
Yeah, they always look weird.
but
It's like a squid.
yeah, that's purple.
Missing some legs, but
And-
yeah.
But yeah, I'm into it.
Next time on Dances with Squids.
Well, I'm into the vibrator, not in the squids. They are kind of cool, but I'm not into them.
It sounded like you were like, oh yeah, I like the squid vibe. That's why I went with it. Okay.
Pet fits really
Should I
into
go
this.
first?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to start with the cheapest one, because who doesn't love cheap? It's the Shibari on Amazon. mini magic wand, and it is waterproof and rechargeable. I think it cost me $35, and it's fucking powerful, man.
You have Padfoot's attention.
Patty's, they probably can't hear me over this. Patty's like, what is that? But it's really strong. It's got several speeds and patterns, and the head is really freaking flexible. So it's like fantastic. And don't worry, these have all been cleaned very well. The power button is the bottom one. There you go. It had a power symbol on it, but you're not wearing your glasses.
Nope. Well, I guess one of them's pink. Holy shit.
What?
It's just really intense. My
It is.
My hand feels good.
I can't, I can't use it on high, because it's too hardcore.
I think I could do it on high.
No.
No. Okay, I'll get one. And we will.
I'll send you the link. Try me, bitch.
It's like I'm gearing up for some fucking marathon or something, but really it's just I'm gonna get this vibrator all the way up.
We're gonna start on low and work our way up.
One day I'll just start right on the high one. Instantly die.
And then you're like, ha ha.
This makes me think of a meme.
Meme time.
I hope that I can find it.
Right.
My goodness. One of my friends sent me this.
I've seen this. It's like some...
We'll just have to post it.
Yes. It's a classic painting of someone and their eyes are rolling all around. I can't remember what it says.
It says testing out your new vibrator on the highest setting.
Yes. Alright, so I don't know what the price point of your vibrator is.
It was $80.
Okay, so this one is still more expensive than that. So this one, I have no idea what brand it is because it doesn't say on here. And I've had it for like 2 years almost. So it's just a standard style vibrator. But it is also waterproof and rechargeable. And rechargeable vibrators are the best thing in the entire world. You don't ever have to worry about batteries. This one actually works, like you can use it while it's charging.
Oh, that's
yeah,
nice.
so you're never without vibration when you need it. And it's like the really nice, slick silicone. So I love that. The only thing that I don't like about it is that the silicone is really loose. So the button used to be here, but now it's here.
So that is a very intense vibration.
Yes, it starts on high. But yeah. So, like, the silicone has rotated around the vibrator so that the button is no longer under where the button is supposed to be. And it used to be under, like, one of the ribs in it. So I had to, like, hunt for it every time. I was like, where the fuck is the button? I'm done! Turn off! I can't handle you right now.
I'm really imagining this happening.
No, I like take it away. Obviously. I'm not like sitting there like, okay, let's turn it off now. I'm not that dumb, gosh.
You're just that intense, I can turn it. This one's easy to find the button.
Yeah, I mean, it lights up.
Yeah, but I'll tell you my angry story about how bright that light is later.
Oh, okay. We were talking about it, and I was like, wait, we're not recording yet. Patty's going to town on his junk right now.
He does that.
It's so loud.
You know, we're talking about vibrators. He has to play with his junk a little bit.
Yeah, he's like, Mom.
Oh, God, no.
No, like the conversation about not you specifically.
I don't know where you're going with
I don't
this.
either. I don't. The fuck am I trying to say?
I don't know.
My brain is goo.
Did we talk about your last one?
No, because it's more expensive than yours.
Oh, we're going by how expensive.
I figured, because, yeah.
Well, this is the... Shit, I think it's called Evolved.
Yeah.
The Raging Rabbit.
Raging Rabbit.
I really did like the name. It just sounded really intense. But it has this little spot up here where it goes up a little bit, so it hits the G-spot pretty nicely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
so-
nice and slim.
Yes. I have to have the slim one. Remember that last one that I had?
Yes.
Yeah, God, what was that? It
It's
was
just a normal rabbit
yeah.
vibrator.
Anyway, to the viewers that don't know this story, you know, it has the little beads that go around, and it has the little rabbit ears for your clit area, and the clit area was all I got to use because the beads didn't roll around. Not for me. It would just kind of sit and twitch a little bit and slowly and that wasn't as pleasurable as
You might think.
yeah. It didn't all the way around. It just
Sound effects.
but they're so accurate. So accurate.
She's painting such a dramatic word picture right now.
It was a dramatic thing. I was really mad that I was,
Well, yeah, I would be too.
you know, you can't take it back and be like, yeah,
It doesn't fit.
it just doesn't fit. One size does not fit all. But
Because you know they'd be wondering, hot dog in a hallway? Which doesn't exist, but that's what, you know. Why is it always creepy dudes that work
I
at those
don't know.
kind of stores? That's
I
why I
don't
order
know.
online, man.
But it'd be the opposite. I'm too tight for this vibrator. It doesn't do anything.
They'd be like, sure. We don't take returns.
Right.
Thank you.
So anyway, I got a smaller one this time. Figured it'd be easier. But apparently I'm just a little bit too intense with it.
With the
Yes.
button panel.
I kind of get really dramatic with myself, so it just...
No.
It was in the middle and I felt it rip off. I'm like, just gonna keep going. It's fine.
This is fine.
But the most agitating thing about it, it does not... You can't use it while it's charging. So if you forget to charge it and you're about to get off, all of a sudden it just...
Let me tell you
I
something
fucking hate you.
about this last one that I talked about, the standard vibrator. Not only can you charge it and use it at the same time, I literally went like 6 months of very regular use and didn't charge it at all. It has a ridiculously long battery life.
This one does not. I don't know if it does for other people, but it does not for me. Couple days. But anyway, about this bright light. So the light was completely fucking dark in the room, and normally I have a blanket on top and all that.
Of course.
Well,
Because you're a lady.
I got a little hot. So I fucking moved the blanket and was just blinded by this fucking vibrator light. And I was like, I felt like fucking old Greg. Like fucking light beam shooting out of my crotch.
I got a mangina.
I'm old Greg!
Do you love me?
Playing those love games with me. But it was funny in that aspect, but at the same time, I'm like, God damn my eyeballs. Just probably how Howard felt.
Probably, yeah.
But
To be honest.
it starts off pretty low. Look at the little ear movements.
Yes, they are waggling.
That's like the best part. You know,
It's so quiet.
yeah. Patty is still confused about it.
Jumping up and down like doing the doggy paddle. Getting a little faster. It looks like little fingers. It's got a lot of speed settings.
I think it's dun, 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 dun. But yeah, those are the settings.
And those are the settings. So it has no shaft workings. Or does that vibrate too?
Oh, it does.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it all vibrates together.
Okay. All the ones that I have had separate controls.
Yeah, my other
So it's like you're fumbling around under the covers trying to find the fucking button.
Yeah, my other one did. This one just 2 buttons. But I do really like watching the little ears on the last setting. Dun, 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 dun.
They're hilarious. I always love watching them.
I'll take a video sometime.
Yes.
Someday.
We'll post it on Twitter.
Hopefully.
Nowhere else.
Nowhere else.
I am not getting kicked off of Instagram because they do that shit.
Which is ridiculous. It's
It
a
really is.
vibrator.
Yeah.
It's fine. Maybe they won't know what it is.
It's just fingers from the side that are blue, I swear.
Right? Like, they'll never know.
I think your finger might be in the way.
But I can't hold my finger there.
It's just moving them around. Oh, it looks like someone going like scissor chopping in the air or something.
Fucking Edward Scissorhands.
Moshing. I don't know.
Oh my god.
What?
I want to make a vibrator.
Okay.
That'll be kind of like this.
Yes.
Maybe this can be shaped. It can have like a little head design or something, just the color of it. And have Edward Scissorhands and have both of his hands with the blades.
So he can
there.
scissor you.
What do you think?
We'll get right on it.
Well, I put this up.
Nobody steal our idea. It'll be in our merch store one day.
Yeah, for butt stuff. We'll have to have some more butt stuff in there.
We will. We'll put a something on the back, so that it can go up your butt. So you can have an Edward Scissorhands squid. Oh, Patty.
I got a puppy. Hi. Do you want to say hi?
He's like, I'd like to stab you in the liver.
Right. Let me shove my paw right here.
Is that what side the liver's on? You took anatomy. I don't know.
It's been 5 years.
Yeah, well.
And I've been stoned since then.
All of my knowledge has leaked out of my head. Not really.
Yeah, not really. It's just that I don't give a shit anymore.
Yeah.
I'm
not working medical anymore. Fuck it.
Yeah, I need to make space for other things.
My brain only has so much room.
I think mine does. I think it's just me thinking, I don't need this information anymore. I'll focus on this over here.
Okay, so I have one last vibrator, and it's the newest. It is the Lilo Sona, which, if you have never seen, kind of looks like a seahorse when you turn it on its side. But one of the Mario seahorses, specifically. So it's kind of silly looking. But it's very sleek silicone, and it's got gold metal plastic, most likely, on the top. I think regular price, it's like $150, but they have a sale, or they had a sale going recently. It was half off, and then I found a 20% off coupon, so I got it for like 70% off. So it was like $54, which is not bad for a vibrator. But this one is unlike any vibrator I have ever tried ever in my life. So it's got like a little spout thing. If you've ever seen the Womanizer or the Satisfier, it looks kind of like that. However, those apply suction. This is like sound waves. It's like pulses. So it's got like a little spot where you put your clit in it. And then that's the only part that it touches, but it says that it stimulates like 70% of your total clitoral area versus I don't know what other vibrators do. I'm not a scientist. I just play one on TV. It's got 8 speed settings and I think 8 like pattern settings that you can do at any speed. So the possibilities are probably not endless, but it might take you a while. So that's low. And that's high. I could not use it on high. I think I got to like level 3 and I was like, too much, Sally, too much.
I wonder how many guys are feeling intimidated right now.
Right?
Silicone has taken over.
It has 2 minutes. It took 2 minutes, which is a fucking miracle.
I like getting off fast sometimes, but sometimes you want to, watch the whole video. You're just, well, fuck. Guess we're going again.
2.5 minutes into this, and it's a 15-minute long video. Fuck my life.
So I gotta do this a few more times.
I didn't get past the oral. What? Because there's 15 minutes of a fucking blowjob at the beginning, and then 2 minutes of actual sex.
I watch a little bit different stuff.
Well, I just like for
Typical.
standard
Yeah.
porn.
But that gets boring.
Yes,
That's
it
super
does.
boring. It's like, at what point are you going to start choking her?
Could it be now? 10 minutes ago, perhaps?
Right?
Get a clue.
And some blowjobs are okay to watch.
Some, yes.
If they're going to deep throat the shit out of that, I'm into it. I'm down for that.
Slobbering all over it.
The grapefruit.
It was more intense than that, dude.
I know, but I can't do it that. Hold on, let me get something liquidy in my mouth. Can't do it. God, she was so intense.
She was. If you've never seen the video, it's this woman talking about the best way to give a blowjob. And it's to like put a blindfold on your dude, and you will have already prepped a grapefruit beforehand.
A grapefruit slice. Cut out the middle that you think his dick will fit through.
Oh, well, it's like a grapefruit with a little bit of the top and bottom cut off, so it's like a big piece of...
Fuck, you're right.
Yeah.
And then she cuts out
She
the middle.
makes a little hole in the middle, yeah, so that it stretches. And she says, if your man's not big enough, you can use an orange. This is called grapefruiting, honey, but here's your oranging.
Oranging.
But then, you tie his hands up and you put the blindfold on and then you bring out your prepped grapefruit or orange and slip that on so that you can stroke that up and down while, slobbing the knob. And it makes it seem like you're deep throating, but you're not. As long as you get your rhythm and your sounds right.
And he doesn't smell the grapefruit or orange smell.
It's just lube. Promise. And as long as he hasn't tried to shave and had, open pores while you put citrus on him. This is totally foolproof. It's going to work great, guys. Don't worry.
But it's her demonstration that makes the video. Because it's...
10 out of 10 would recommend.
She just seems so The whole thing seems so sophisticated, how she's speaking, and then all of a sudden she switches to this extreme slobber deep throat sound with this grapefruit, and the microphone really sets it off. And it's fucking amazing.
She's like going to town on a dildo that very clearly has a suction cup. And a damn good one. There's juice flying everywhere.
Like, can you imagine if someone actually did this and it's like, holy shit. Let's say he doesn't figure out that there's a grapefruit and he thinks it's all your mouth. They're just fucking slobber flying literally everywhere.
Like suddenly you've turned into a Saint Bernard.
Suddenly a fucking seed pops out. Is that a tooth? Gonna start gumming it now.
Mama.
And there's where no one understands what just happened.
I'm sure they all understood what happened. Oh my god. Yeah.
Just
Don't grapefruit, guys.
yeah, don't grapefruit. You can maybe gum.
At least don't grapefruit in secret.
Right. What if he did shave?
Yeah.
And just, oh my god!
It burns! Oh no!
My dick's on fire. Watch someone use jalapeno.
Ow.
God.
That's a mucus membrane, man.
If you really hate somebody.
Your dick is terrible. I'm willing to suffer for this.
You didn't call last week.
As if, like, anyone is that petty after, like, a week.
I can see a few people fucking being that petty.
I'm not petty enough to give anybody a jalapeno blowjob.
I can think of some circumstances. They're pretty extreme. Like if you were to cut off my arm. No.
You're gonna seduce your married friend. I can't breathe.
Wasn't that funny?
The idea of it, I don't know why. Oh my god.
It's just my brain getting really morbid again. Just, you know, if you cut off my arm, I'd consider a jalapeno blowjob for that son of a bitch.
Yep. Oh. Well, I guess I won't cut off your arm.
Yeah.
I don't want a jalapeno blowjob.
I'm gonna eat you out with this jalapeno.
It burns!
Please do not do this stuff, you guys.
No.
Please don't.
Also, be wary of chopping jalapeno and then masturbating. Don't do that. That's bad
Or
news.
rub your eye. I watched someone do that.
Yeah, don't do that.
And you just sit there and wonder, what the fuck were you thinking?
Don't do that with onion either. Remember, your genitals are mucous membranes. And that shit hurts.
Yep.
So, but if it does happen, don't use water, use oil. It'll help. Maybe milk.
Just, if you fucking
Plain yogurt.
cut some jalapenos and go pee, just stick your dick in a gallon of milk.
You may need to widen the hole.
Most of you probably not. But
And that's the day the men stopped listening. Sorry.
it's butt stuff. What do they expect? It's shit.
Not only did we say the name in the beginning of the episode, we've managed to do it twice now.
Right?
We're getting
Multiple
better.
times. We
Oh.
mentioned some butt stuff earlier.
Oh, we did. So much butt stuff.
All the butt stuff.
Yes.
So So many texts. It's only 2, and I'm just...
Right? I'm like, distraction.
So bright.
My phone lit up.
It was really bright, though.
Yeah?
But my house is a little brighter than normal right now.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so we recently got our husband's Christmas bonus, which meant that shopping got to occur because Brandon and I are not the type of people who buy gifts for one another. We would just rather split up the money and go buy whatever the fuck we want. So that's just how we've always done it. Plus, neither of us can keep a damn secret to save our lives. At least not from, like, each other. So we always ended up exchanging gifts on, like, the 20th of December. So it's better this way. We get exactly what we want, and we never have to worry about it. And that's less presents that I have to wrap. So I got to shop for myself. And I bought a new lens for my camera, so I have a wide-angle lens now, and I'm very excited about my life. But I also, I forget what the fuck I was talking about. Shit. What was I going to tell you about?
I don't know, something with the Christmas bonus, not buying gifts, don't have to wrap. Split
That's so annoying. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, Jesus. I got an iPad again. I sold my iPad a long time ago and totally regret it. But now, like, I bought a while ago a Nook Color for like $10 on the Facebook Marketplace, and I just didn't like it, and it takes forever to charge and then discharges really fast. But now I have an iPad, which I used to use as my e-reader, so I'm gonna be able to read more books.
Ooh.
Yes.
So you could be on literature.
I could.
I have to read a book on my phone. Yeah, I got this in a Kindle book. It might take me some time to read it. You could be blind.
What are you reading?
I haven't actually started it yet.
I forgot
I'm
that I
reading
unplugged my phone
things.
forever ago, so my phone has not charged at all. Still at 47%. Awesome. At least I have a charger in my car. I charged it on the way here, but for some reason, every time I'm in the car, it turns Bluetooth on my phone. So it doesn't charge as fast when Bluetooth is on, even if I'm not actually using it. The Other New Girl. Oh. I've never heard of this.
Yeah, neither.
Your phone case is so slick. How do you hold on to it?
I don't know, but it's really new. This one's pretty new.
Oh.
I had the same phone case on that first one that was clear
Yeah.
ever since I got this. And when I took it off, it was brown. So when I put this on, I'm like, holy shit, it looks like a new phone. I didn't realize how dingy and dirty I looked all the time. Like, there's always dog hair and
Oh
cat
yeah,
hair
mine
in
always
it.
has cat hair in it, and it's always like oily from fingerprints and stuff.
Yeah. So
But I really like this case, except for the fact that I can't put a pop socket on it.
without taking away the cat's face.
Yeah, because it's a mermaid cat sitting on a rock in the ocean, and if I put a pop socket on, I would have to put it like directly over the cat's face. So I just like have to suffer with a cramped hand to hold onto my phone until I get a new case. But I haven't found another one that I like as much. I need one that's got like teeny tiny little cat heads all over it. Somebody get on that. Make me one.
Tiny cat.
Link me. But it can't be a hard case. I like the soft cases because they provide more shock protection. Even if you have a tempered glass on.
Yeah. Which
Mine's already cracked, so.
Yeah, mine lasts about 2 weeks.
I've never actually broken the screen on an iPhone, ever. But I have broken many of my tempered glass screen protectors. And, like, I'm talking before they even had tempered glass. I've never broken.
Jeez.
And I had the very first iPhone.
Yeah, I didn't even have a smartphone until 2013.
Well, I got the first iPhone and then I sold it like 3 months later and I went back to a dumb phone because like they didn't even have apps when it first came out. They had web apps, so you had to like go into Safari and go to different web pages basically. And there was no flash on the camera and it didn't shoot video. So it was like I paid $400 for this phone and it's got 4 gigs of space.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, then was still kind of a lot because stuff wasn't as many megapixels and shit, so innovation had not happened.
I didn't have a cell phone until 2012.
Oh.
Says anything about me.
I had a Nokia track phone in like 2003, 4.
Yeah,
It's like a
everyone
freshman.
talks about how long they've had a phone and, you know, how my generation, because I'm pretty young, you know, we've always had cell phones and I'm just sitting there like, yeah, I had a Walkman and no cell phone like all of high school.
I had a Discman. It had the anti-skip thing that doesn't work like at all.
Well, that's fancy, Caitlin.
I got it for Christmas. It's not like I bought it for myself. Jeez.
Yeah, the only thing I got after that was that Zune.
I had a Zune my freshman year of college, which is, it was my only year of college because I dropped out of college. Yeah, I bought it at the school bookstore because I could use my student loan to pay for it. And then I sold it because who the fuck uses a Zune?
I really liked mine, but it got stolen. But I loved music, and everyone else had their fucking iPods and shit, and I was walking around with this Walkman still.
For my
that's all I
16th
wanted.
birthday, I got an iPod mini. It was pink, and it has my maiden name engraved in the back of it, which means I can, like, never sell it, even for, like, someone else to have nostalgia feels. But it still charges, and it does work. But I don't have the charger for it because it's the old style, the wide one. I don't have a charger for it anymore. I don't know what happened to it, but it does still work.
Never had an iPod in my life. This is my first Apple product ever. Whole life.
I've only had like Apple phones and music devices, but I had like an iPod Touch back in the day. And Brandon has an iPod Classic, I think. Yeah.
I was behind the times.
Clearly.
Didn't really have a choice.
I've used both Android and iPhone, and I just prefer iPhone. I like the way it looks. It's not like they have the best whatever. It's just, I like the way that they look. I like how the camera works. Like, just like iPhones.
I do like the camera better.
Mm-hmm.
I had the Samsung. I had that Galaxy S7 until switching.
Like,
to
Brandon
the
has a Note 5, I think, and the pictures look really digital, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't think the colors stand out very well. I feel
No.
like it's very faded, and
Yeah.
I don't like it. And this one's pretty awesome. Because I had that Galaxy S7 for a couple months before switching to the iPhone 7 Plus.
Yeah.
And the camera's just a million times better on it.
Mm-hmm. I love the camera on the 8 Plus. Like, portrait mode got so much better. I love a portrait mode. Because, like, I don't want to carry my big camera around all the time. But I want nicer looking pictures. So, it's nice.
Yeah, it's hard to want to carry around your camera when you have one that's in your pocket that's on you all the time anyway.
Yeah.
Especially
if I have a toddler with me.
Yeah, or even just doing stuff. Like, I think about because we go on the trails and everything all the time. Like, oh, I'll take my camera. And then I think, I have 100-pound dog. And no money, so how about we not do this?
Cannot replace.
No.
Well, there was that time that at the hiking trails on the other side of town, Gretchen had the baby in a carrier and was walking in front of me, and I had my camera, and we were walking down steps, and I slipped, and like my arm shot up with my camera so that it wouldn't hit the ground. I was like, I don't care if I break my ankle, I can't break my camera. I'm insured, it is not. But I was really worried that I had broken my ankle because it hurt so bad, and it like immediately got swollen. But thankfully I was able to walk out of there, and I didn't have to deal with some ambulance coming to get me.
I had to save my camera.
I'll be all right. Just give me a set of crutches.
Like, my camera's old, and I still feel that way. I'm like, you're only worth $400. I'm still.
Your boob almost popped out.
Oh,
Joanna has like this huge hole in the side of her shirt, and she's definitely not wearing a bra. And she put her arms up, and her boob almost popped out.
My boob was just as enthusiastic about that story as I was. But it looks nice from the side.
I know, really good side boob.
Right? I am proud of my side boob.
Yeah, you should be. It's lovely.
And front boob. And under.
We're proud of your boobs. Period. Yeah. That's it. That's the only option.
Yeah, they're nice.
All right, guys. It's time to wrap it up. So this has been Butt Stuff. If you would like to follow us on social media, we're on Twitter at Butt Stuff Podcast.
Instagram at Butt Stuff Podcast.
And Facebook at Butt Stuff Podcast. So you can follow us there. We may at some point start a Snapchat, but I don't know. I think I'm too old for Snapchat aside from filters and then sharing those on other social media platforms.
Yeah, I'm on Snapchat too much. It's just all dog all the time.
And don't get me wrong, I appreciate seeing Patty. I just am terrible, just absolutely awful about checking them on time, and they disappear after a while. And so I don't get to see all of them.
It's okay.
All right. Well, we will see you next time. Bye.